Yo, I'm just Lorenzo, and I've always believed you should keep your friends close, but more importantly, you should keep your enemies even closer. And I think it's time we got to know your enemy in Prototype 2. Let's get stuck in. The enemy in Prototype 2 are known as the Infected. They are humans who have been mutated by the Blacklight virus, turning them into carnivorous walking corpses, whose main goals are to feed and spread the virus. However, the secret Black Operations Task Force, Blackwatch, brought in to contain the infection, are no better, using questionable and unethical tactics on anyone who gets in the way of their missions. But don't let that put you off. It's time we face these enemies head on as we meet and defeat the Blackwatch and infected forces.
Engage hostiles!
Infected citizens are ordinary people who have been infected by the Blacklight virus and have undergone minor mutations, becoming carnivorous walking corpses, virtually devoid of intelligence and driven completely by their base instinct to feed and procreate the virus by infecting others. Their augmented characteristics include increased damage resistance, or perhaps a higher pain tolerance, enhanced strength, and various different growths and deformities. Their attacks, while lethal to non-infected humans, pose almost no threat to armoured vehicles and greater infected beings. The largest threat that they present is a minor hindrance, even when they gather in hordes. These infected behave like the generic zombie. Brawler hunters are large humanoid variants of the Blacklight beings created after the second outbreak. Although similar to the first outbreak hunter, brawlers can be distinguished by the growth of spikes on their backs. In addition, they have a prominent increase of muscle mass and are overall stronger and faster than a regular hunter. Of all the infected, brawlers are the most aggressive, savage and brutal. They can easily keep up with a moving vehicle and just as easy topple it with a shoulder charge. Their flesh is pinkish, hairless and glows with a black light infused muscle fibre. They are incredibly strong and can sustain or deal large amounts of damage before dying or killing someone. A variation of the Brawler is the Spiked Brawler. While similar to a Brawler in most features, Spiked Brawlers have large growths resembling spikes on their back and are a lot stronger and faster. Spiked Brawlers resemble mutated canines with reptilian features. They have many protruding spikes out of their backs and luminescent red patterns that cover their hide. Their faces are also more pronounced than regular hunters and brawlers. Using their sheer strength, they are capable of vibrating the ground with powerful and continued shock waves, which, if not dodged or blocked in time, can cause large amounts of damage. The HYDRA's appearance consists of a snake-like body with a mouth that splits sideways and a tongue equipped with sharp teeth. They have a reddish exoskeleton. The main attack of Hydras consists of grabbing loose debris, including cars and air conditioning units, and then tossing them at their enemies. This ability makes Hydras lethal to aircraft, as 1 or 2 hits can down a helicopter. However, Hydras pose quite less of a threat to armoured vehicles, as their debris ability is ineffective against tanks. When surrounded at close range, a Hydra will whirl their arm-like appendages 360 degrees around their immediate vicinity, knocking enemies back. And finally, they are armed with tongues adorned with teeth, which they will use in combination with their prongs on the side of their mouth to inflict a vicious bite attack. Juggernauts are the tanks of the infected army, created during the second outbreak. Juggernauts are powerful creatures built with durable, obese bodies, thick and stubby legs, large fists and jaws broken into 3 separate parts. They are capable of dealing tremendous damage to enemies and the environment around them, while blocking projectiles directed towards them, thus truly earning the name Juggernaut. Some Juggernauts have the ability to create ground spikes similar to Mercer's claw ground spike ability. The Juggernaut's main weapon are their large fists, which they can use to strike successfully against a shielded enemy or block their attacks. The Juggernaut's attack pattern are simple. They smash their large hammer-like fists onto the ground, destroying the surrounding area and create shockwaves that are unblockable. Although they are normally very slow, they can leap great distances to get near the enemy, or throw rocks when far away, and with amazing force, speed and accuracy. Goliaths are extremely large humanoid forms of the infected, created after the second outbreak. It appears to be vaguely humanoid, though larger than a building of several stories. It appears to lack skin off most of its body, displaying its bare musculature. Its face is also severely lacking in skin, which will give it an almost skeleton look. Notably, all 4 of its limbs are in different proportions. It moves surprisingly fast, with oddly angled back legs and front arms, like a massive orangutan. Fighting up close to a Goliath is very risky, as it will rapidly move forward, creating shockwaves that damage anything it touches. Additionally, it will deal damage when falling onto the ground. Fighting up close is a fast way to defeat the Goliath, but may cause you to take significant damage.
prevent you from damaging the White Room storage tank. This is your mission. Over.
There it goes again! It's heading for the tanks!
I'll take you apart, one piece at a time.
Red Crowd, the subject's taking that thing to pieces! I shouldn't be long now! It just won't go down! What fucking pit of hell does this thing come from? That's it! That's it! It's down! All forces converge! Take that thing out while we got the chance! Oh my god! Subject! Fuck me! Did you see that? Mayday! Mayday! Contact with multiple flyers! Request reinforcements! We're going down! Mayday! Mayday! We're going down!
Flyers are vulture-sized birds infected with the blacklight virus. They are said to attack anything that stands or flies in the open. They only appear in the red zone. Their favourite attack method is to perform a high-speed dive bomb, as they are said to mass in flocks. Most of your powers are ineffective against flyers, as they are small but fast. However, using firearms or rocket launchers makes dealing with them much easier.
Corporal, open the valves. Yes, sir.
The Evolved are virally enhanced individuals created by Alex Mercer for the purpose of infiltrating and destroying Blackwatch and Gentech, and to further his plans to spread the Blacklight virus to mankind. They mainly utilize a pair of blades or two distinct shapes as a means of attacking, which are supplemented by powers that vary between each Evolved. Evolved are the fastest and most mobile enemy you will encounter. To defeat them, you must act fast to their attacks and counter them wisely. All of the Evolved will wield twin blades, and their attacking methods are actually similar to the Brawlers, although faster and harder to defend from. Evolved can also throw rocks and other objects to damage you if you are far away. The Evolved will sometimes slash with both blades vertically, which, when dodged, will cause their blades to become lodged into the ground. When this happens, you can unleash your most devastating attack combos on them to finish them off.
You're dead! I'll kill you! Next time, you ought to mind your own fucking business.
Company is heading up what's left of Dr. Koenig's team, which means your platoon has just become part of that detail.
They report to Dr. Archer now?
You will request permission to speak before opening your mouth, shit stain.
Thanks to recent breaches in security, you will be given only the information you need. All other intel will remain with Lieutenant Riley and myself. Additionally, so neither of us has to spend time unfucking your screw-ups, Lieutenant Riley will be commanding this mission. Dismissed.
Blackwatch Special Forces, officially designated under the 1st Biological Warfare Command, is the Black Ops military force responsible for the containment of biohazard viral outbreaks. Officially, Blackwatch does not exist. It is a Black Operations unit that is given free rein when it comes to containing viral outbreaks. The organisation has access to vast stockpiles of military arsenal and experimental technologies, in addition to controlling the most refined information control technologies, vital to preserving the ignorance of the American public. However, following the initial Manhattan outbreak, they become publicly known, though the extent of their unethical operations remains a well-kept secret. Each member of the organisation is single-mindedly dedicated to its goal, and fully believes that it justifies the means, no matter how distasteful they are. As such, Blackwatch soldiers will execute infected humans without hesitation, use area of effect weapons in urban areas, and deploy heavy armor and gunships in crowded areas, just to destroy a single runner. Thanks for sticking around and getting to know your enemy straight out of Prototype 2. Don't forget to hit me up and subscribe to my channel for more enemy meet and defeat action. And remember, here it's game time all the time.